All right, we're going to get started with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts. We have Will here for translation. We'll take the first few questions in Japanese. First question for Dave in Japanese. Go to the second row on the right.
すみません。まず今日の試合全体を振り返って
Tell us about the
印象
first,
というか感想をいただきたいのと、あと期待に応えた大谷選手のホームランについて一言お願い
and also if you
したいです。
could additionally give us a brief comment for Otani's home run, please.
General impressions, I thought we pitched well tonight. I thought early on we had some really good at-bats, obviously hit some home runs, and Shohei just did a really good job of a split down below and rode it out and put a good swing on it.
全体的にピッチングも素晴らしかったですし、バッティングもホームランも打てて良かったです。翔平のホームランに関してはしっかりスプリットを泳がされずしっかり捉えたというところでは素晴らしい打席だったなと思います。
A few more questions in Japanese. We'll go on the third row in the middle.
今の大谷選手の状態っていうのを今日の打席を見てどう思われているかっていうのと、あと巨人で印象に残った選手をお願いします。
Also, if you could name any impressed job the Giants player, if any.
Offensively, Shohei looks good, looks strong. I thought he took a good at bat his first at bat, second at bat home run, and then he grounded out. So I think he looks good. I think those guys. I'm sure they haven't seen the velocity that we threw at them tonight, which is telling. And I like the catcher. I thought he did a nice job with the catch and throw, but still good, clean ball game.
大谷選手の打席振り返ってみて、1打席目フォアボール、2打席目ホームランで、3打席目しっかり内にゴロを打ったという意味では全体的にはオフェンシブ面では良かったと思います。巨人の印象としては、今回はブルペンで球の速いピッチャーっていうのをいろいろ出しましたけども、そういうちょっと急速には慣れてなかったのかなという巨人の打線の印象で、特に目立った選手といえば今日スタメンのキャッチャーのすごくキャッチング守備、肩と守備がすごく良かったのかなとすごい印象的に残りました。
Take one more in Japanese. Go ahead.
明日ナイターの後のデーゲームですけど、今日のように主力選手、大谷選手含めて主力選手でまた出場するんですか？
How you manage your lineup for tomorrow?
Yes, we'll run out the same lineup tomorrow with Blake Snell pitching.
Any last ones in Japanese? All right, we'll switch to English. We'll start with Fabian here in the second row.
Yeah, Dave, obviously it's an exhibition game. He's played here before, but for Shohei to be able to have that kind of a swing here, have you sort of sensed that maybe meant something different to him?
I think in some senses he always seems to rise to certain occasions, expectation to put on a performance, and once again he delivered.
しいなと思います。
Go to Jack in the front row on the left.
Obviously, there were a lot of moments like that with Shohei last year, too. Like, does he go into a different place in these games where obviously there's maybe a little bit more of a spotlight on him? And was there anything about playing here today that you saw from him that was different at all than things you saw last year?
去年もそうでしたけども、こういう場面でしっかり結果を残せるっていうのは何か大谷選手は何かそういう要素を発揮できる要素があるんですかね。
Obviously, it was a big game, for the people in Japan. But I didn't see anything different from how he prepared, his demeanor. But he just has the ability, again, when there's expectation for him to do something special, he always comes through.
特に大谷選手の動きを見て特別なことをしているとかいうのは感じなかったんですけども、こういう大事な特に日本人として大事な試合として何か結果を残せるっていう力は何かあるんじゃないかなと。
How did Mookie feel after his pregame stuff today?
He felt better today after his work. Tomorrow is going to be a full day of hitting, taking ground balls, and then we'll see how he goes from there.
ムーキー選手は体を動かして、全体的に良かったので、明日はもうしっかり全メニューをこなして、バッティング、守備も含めて全メニューをこなす予定です。
Any last ones for the Dave? Got one in the corner, front left.
Hey Dave, you obviously saw the way the crowd reacted to Ohtani today, and how many people came to the practice yesterday, and I'm sure you've seen his face all over billboards and everything else. Have you been able to just get a sense of just how popular he is here and how beloved he is here, and what's it been like to be here with him and experience all that, the way that Japanese people have embraced him?
日本人のそういう、日本の大谷選手の知名度っていうのは、感じられましたか？
We got a really good taste of it last year, whether it be at Dodger Stadium or on the road, how popular he was. And so this certainly takes it to another level because this is where he's from, this is home. And I'm just excited that the fans got to see a great show tonight.
去年、1年間、大谷選手がドジャースにいて、知名度っていうのは、ドジャーススタジアムで感じられましたけども、今回日本に来られて、また一つレベルランクアップしたような印象でした。
All right, Doc, thanks for coming in. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Eddie.
Michael Conforto will be coming in momentarily. All right, Michael, thanks for coming in. Appreciate the time. We're going to get started. We'll have questions in Japanese first, and then we'll switch to English.
ではこれからマイケル・コンフォルト選手会見を始めます。まずは日本語の質問から受け付けますので、どうぞ質問がある方は挙手の上ご質問ください。
First question for Michael. We'll start in the back and the middle.
お疲れ様です。ホームランの打った感触と、
tell us about the impression of how you feel after you hit a home run. Any impression of Japanese starting pitcher Togo?
It felt great. Obviously I went up there in that at bat. Was the first hitter up. Just looking for a fastball out over the plate. I got the pitch I was looking for and put a good swing on it. And then in my next couple of at bats, he kind of showed me the rest of his pitches. Some good action on his splitter. Good action on the fastball too. He was locating. So, overall, I felt like he was pretty good, and to hit that homer in my first at bat was great. The reaction from the crowd. To be back in front of a big crowd, especially out here in Tokyo, was really, really cool.
ホームランの一緒になり なりますけども、その回の初バッターとして、ホームランを打てたことがすごく嬉しいですし、ストレート狙いだったので、しっかりスイングができたのが良かったなと思います。で、その後の打席で、やっぱ戸郷選手、投手の、ストレート以外の球種を見れて、本当にスプリットが素晴らしかったと思います。ストレートもすごく質のいいストレートで、いろんな球種をそのホームランを打った後の打席でいろいろ見せていただいて、やっぱこういう大きい歓声、みんなの前で大きなスタジアムでしっかり打てたことっていうのがすごく僕にとって大きかったなと思います。
Next question for Michael. Stay in the back.
守っていても後ろの方からおそらく日本のなんか独特の応援が聞こえてたと思うんですけども、日本のああいう声援を聞いてどういうふうに感じたか教えてください。
You listening? How do you feel about playing baseball with the music?
That was really cool. I enjoyed listening to the chants and the cheers. The energy in the dome was great from start to finish. It's very unique. It's something that we don't see in the U.S. and it's another reason why we're all very excited to come out here and just soak up some of the Japanese culture, their love for baseball, and their excitement and their enthusiasm.
すごくユニークでこういうユニークな雰囲気でプレーできたっていうのはすごく楽しかったと。で、はい。
Go here in the second row, middle.
来日されてから随所でいろんなドジャースに対する日本人の関心にとてものを感じると思うんですけども、今日実際プレーされてみてその辺をどのように感じられたでしょうか。
were received. I think. Do you have? How do you feel about the Japanese fans' reaction? And also the Japanese market. How you feel about?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely felt it more tonight. Seeing all the LA hats out there, a lot of blue. The crowd felt split, which was awesome to see for us, and you definitely see it walking around Tokyo, and you just feel it from the support of. The people on the streets when we're in the bus and they're waving at us and they're going crazy when they see us. So we definitely feel the support out here in Tokyo.
スタジアム内では結構ドジャースの帽子をかぶってたファンが多く見られたので、すごく良かったなと思いますし、フィールド外でもバスに乗ってて、ファンに気づかれてすごく。ファンたちからのエキサイトメントを感じたので、フィールド外、フィールド内ですごくドジャースのそういう熱意っていうのを感じました。
Take one more in Japanese if we have it. No? Okay, we could switch to English. Start with Dylan and then in the second row.
Michael, obviously you've been watching Ohtani, I'm guessing, for years now, kind of from a distance. And, over the last few days, I'm sure you kind of got an idea of kind of maybe how much these fans are hoping he would do something like this. Just kind of watching him kind of up close, seeing him do, again, what he did today. Maybe how has your appreciation for that increased at all, if it has?
It's really amazing. In every big moment, he seems to just do what the fans want him to do, and like in spring training, his first at bat, he goes and hits a homer, and then you just had the feeling that he was going to go out there and do it for the fans tonight, and he did exactly that. So it's been really cool for me to see, being a teammate of his, seeing how hard he works, kind of all the reasons why he can do the things that he does. He works very, very hard, and it's a really cool thing to see and watch.
ファンが求めているところでしっかり結果を残せるっていうのが大谷選手の印象というところで、スプリングトレーニングの初打席でも、しっかりホームランを打ってますし、何かそのファンがやっぱその求めているところで結果を残せるっていうのは素晴らしいなと思います。しっかり練習もしますし、努力も積み重ねている結果だと思います。
And Michael, you hit a home run tonight. Teo did. Shohei did. How re-energizing that for you to kind of just get into a line with so much talent around you, and can you kind of feed off that?
Absolutely. Hitting's contagious, that's for sure. To be around these guys and be like I said, kind of with me being able to watch Shohei work, being able to watch Mookie work, Freddie work, Will Smith, Max. Really all the guys, it's contagious. There's an expectation of, being competitive and successful, and it rubs off for sure. And being in a lineup that's very talented, it's relentless. It puts pressure on the other team, and so it's going to be fun to be a part of this for sure.
Teo とか、素晴らしいバッターが続く中、一人がホームランを打てば結構他のチームメートにいい影響を与えるという面ではしっかりと打ってよかったなと思いますし、こういう打線で1年間プレーできるっていうのはすごく楽しみにしています。
Any last ones for Michael? All right, Michael. Congrats on the win. Appreciate you coming in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.